Yo, AP from the 413 back at it with another one, man. Hey, hold on. Basketball players you won't believe exist. These motherfuckers is doing wild shit. Let's see what they doing.
This kid has no legs, but can cross you up.
Fuck out of here, man. I know that shit hurt, bro. Them little stubs. Nah.
JoJo Hayes, and he's not the only player we gotta talk about.
The
like
fuck?
this kid who dominates high school basketball with no hands or feet. This pro player with dwarfism that can
This little ass midget.
break your ankles. Or this 7'5",
Damn.
15-year-old girl that dropped 62 points in her
Nigga, that's a
championship game.
that
And
is
those
a
are just
girl.
few
I'm
of the
wildin'.
12 unbelievable players.
Damn, who was that?
Championship game. And those are
Who's
just
that big ass nigga?
12.
Who is that nigga? Who is this big ass nigga? Ain't no damn way he's playing ball.
And first, there's a basketball player with no arms. See, when Jamarion Styles was born, he caught a rare infection that caused him to lose most of his arms.
Damn.
So growing up wasn't easy, especially because he had dreams of being a hooper, but not even his friends believed him.
Fuck out of here.
Teams, and I would be the only one left out. And then they would just tell me, just go home and stuff. You can break someone's heart like that.
I mean, like, you know, I'm just saying, if I was the captain and I had to pick niggas up, and there's a nigga at the court with no arms, like, I mean, like, sorry, bro, like, I kinda trying to win here, nigga, like, I'm not gonna pick the guy up with no fucking arms. Like, I mean, go home is crazy. The nigga can at least watch. But I ain't picking you up either, nigga. You gotta show me something.
And then they would just tell me, just go home and stuff. You can break someone's heart like that.
But all that rejection only fueled him, and by the time he was 12, he was so good that he made his middle school basketball team.
What? This nigga actually got on the basketball team?
Because this kid learned how to dribble, pass, and most importantly, shoot. And on March 31st, 2017, he got his shot to play in a game and nailed it.
Out of here, dude. What the actual fuck? This nigga scored.
Yeah, he made that look easy. But this next player's making D1 look easy. Because he's on his way to take over the
Now, I've seen this
NBA
nigga.
with
I've seen this nigga. This nigga is tough. What's his name? Hansel Emmanuel. That shit took way too long to read. That shit took way too long to read. I think it's Hansel Emmanuel. That makes sense. Yo, I've seen this nigga. This nigga is tough. This nigga's tough with the one arm. Having no arms is crazy, but this nigga has the one arm, and he's actually like, he's better than niggas with two arms. Like, it's crazy.
The next player's making D1 look
Nah,
easy.
yeah, no
'Cause
bullshit.
He's on his way to take over the NBA with only one hand. See, when Hansel Emmanuel was only
Oh my god, nigga, I am retarded. I said Hansel, it's Hansel. Bitch, that shit could be pronounced that way. Fuck it, I don't care. Fuck it, I don't
take over the NBA with only one hand. See, when Hansel Emmanuel was only 6,
Emmanuel.
he ended up losing his left arm in a freak accident. But that didn't stop him from pursuing the sport that he loved.
Like,
So,
I'm
help
thinking this nigga, he might be the first, like, disabled person to get to the NBA. Yeah, bro. Would it be disabled or deformed? I don't know, bro, but he really might be the first person to make it. Like, I wouldn't doubt him. Like, I really could see him playing on a team and adding value, my nigga. He's actually nice.
with his dad, who played professional basketball. Hansel
What?
learned to hoop with only one arm. And when his family moved to Florida, he got the opportunity to play in a real high school league, where he started dropping players with one-armed crossovers, hitting jump shots from anywhere on the court, and dunking on players' heads. It was unbelievable, and the world agreed, because this kid turned into a star overnight, gaining 1.6 million Instagram followers. And after 3 years of hooping in high school, Hansel got a D1 scholarship to play for Northwestern State University.
D1,
and on December 10th, 2022, he scored his first college points.
No, bro.
He'll drive in.
Fuck out of here, dude. That is so fucking crazy. He's him, bro. I'm telling you, like.
But nowadays, Hansel's got his eyes set on the NBA.
Yeah.
Where he'd become the first one-armed player to ever make the league.
Hansel Emmanuel. I'm remembering his name, Hansel. Holy shit.
You don't want people to see him, oh, that guy that only had one hand. He want to play in the NBA. He don't have no fear on the court.
He can be the first player in the league playing with one arm. I believe in him, and I believe he can do
Nigga, I believe in him too. Like, no, like, bro, I like fully fledged. Like, I really do believe in this nigga. Like, if he doesn't end up in the NBA, like, they're hoeing him. Literally, like, there's no reason he should not be in the NBA. Like, he should be the first nigga with one arm in the NBA. Like, he would actually be tough. Like, just why not? Like, just do that shit. Like, he's literally not gonna make the league worse.
Man,
he's
that
good.
dude's an inspiration. But look, what if I told you?
What'd you say?
and I believe he can do that.
Man, that dude's an inspiration.
No
but
bullshit.
look, what if I told you there's a 7-foot, 400-pound monster that's playing in college basketball?
how
Meet
tall?
Connor Williams, a.k.a.
Nigga, when the shit went mad quick through all the players, I thought this dude would at least be like 6'3", 6'4". This nigga is 7 foot. He's a center, and he's that big. I know he's slow as shit.
Pound monster that's playing in college basketball.
Connor Williams.
Meet Connor Williams, a.k.a. Big Cozy. And he plays
Big Cozy is fucking crazy, nigga. What? Big
basketball.
Cozy.
Meet Connor Williams, a.k.a. Big Cozy. And he plays for St. John Fisher University in New York. But despite being built like a truck, the kid can hoop. Cause this dude can make passes, bully other players in the key, and sink 3-pointers.
He's actually
so
shooting
in his
threes.
first game in 2021, he instantly went viral with this play.
Well, it's a problem.
He ain't making to no fucking NBA though.
Non-conference games.
Oh,
nobody
big
wants to
ball.
play it. Yep.
Get up, big
Big guy
ball.
Williams hits the floor there.
Nigga, you're hurt?
Yeah,
Oh.
he's grimacing, you can tell.
He's a fat ass nigga. Why did he? That just looks so fat. Like, you just so, like, he just. Get your big ass up, Connor. This nigga like, I know I'm coming. Give me the ball. Nigga, cut, nigga. Like, bro, I, like, literally saw everything that nigga was thinking. Like, that nigga is big as hell. Like, he literally did that shit bigly. Like, this nigga's just big. Like, get your
And
big
since
ass.
then, life's only been uphill. He's got 45,000 followers on Insta. He's still hooping, and he's even got his own trading card. That man is living large. But there's
He's
a
living
team in New
large,
York.
but yeah, he's not. Yeah, okay.
That doesn't care about size. I'm talking
Wait.
about the greatest.
I've seen.
But there's
I've
a
seen
team
this
from
nigga
New
before.
York that doesn't care about
You're a
size.
midget I've seen
I'm talking
before.
about the greatest team in dwarf basketball history. See, in New York, there's a basketball team for adults with an average player height of 4 feet
Oh,
called
brother.
the New York Towers. And their team is stacked.
Calling them the New York Towers. That's
They got
Okay.
lightning quick Justin Tompkins at point guard, sharpshooter John Horton, and they'd be nothing without their starting big man, 4'5", Blaze Foster, leading the Towers to 3 straight Dwarf Association titles. These guys were like the Chicago Bulls of little people.
nigga. Did you just see how he shot that,
Player
bro? He threw that bitch like a football to
were
get
like
the strength.
Chicago Bulls of little people. But it's no
He
surprise they're
chucked
so
that
good
hoe,
because they're
and the fact that it went in is some bullshit. Cause he really threw that shit at the hoop.
These guys were like the Chicago Bulls of
Dead
little
ass.
people, but it's no surprise they're so good, because their
Fuck outta
star
here.
player was their biggest baller, Manny Love.
I've seen this nigga too. I've seen Manny Love too. And who was he going against? He was going against someone. Oh, I think he went against Flight. Yeah, I think he went against Flight, nigga. I think he 1v1 Flight, and I think he actually beat Flight, bro. Jesus Christ, Flight is so fucking ass. But yeah, this nigga is tough too.
4'5" Deem, who
Looks like
had
Hansel.
Division II college offers and made grown men look.
He had what?
4'5" Deem, who had Division II college offers.
So you're telling me this nigga actually had college offers? Fuck the division. He had college offers at all? How? What? Like, how? Okay, that means the nigga has to be good as shit. Like, cause look at his height, bro.
It made grown men look silly.
He had... Ooh. College offers is crazy. But he's actually, like, good. No way, dude. Oh.
In fact, Manny was so good, he signed with the Harlem Globetrotters, making him the smallest person to ever play professional basketball. Yeah, that man right there is the GOAT of dwarf basketball.
He is, bro.
Something's going on out in China, cause there's a little
Who
girl
is this female Yao Ming looking motherfucker? Let me stop.
This is Zhang Ziyu, a 7-foot
Zhang Zi.
girl that's bullying everyone. This is Zhang Ziyu, a 7'5" beast who is only 15 years
What?
old. And she
Oh, I just muted the fucking video. How old? 15. She might have actually she might have gigantism or some shit. If he's gonna say that, that makes sense, cause I've seen those documentaries of those fucking people, and they'll be like the documentaries will be like the tallest people in the world, and then there'll be like a bunch of 7-footers and taller, and yeah, they all have fucking gigantism, especially when they're young like this and this tall, like. When they're in their 20s and 30s and they're like 7 foot, okay, maybe that's just some genetics. But if you're fucking 14, 15 and you're 7'1", 7'2", yeah, like she must have gigantism, like a big ass tumor in her fucking head or some shit.
7'5" beast who is only 15 years old, and she's been destroying Chinese basketball. I mean, she makes it look like she's
Like
playing
what
on a
Andre the
kid's
Giant
team, but
had,
not
like
only
not
that,
don't
she's
stop
over
growing.
2 feet taller than all of her opponents. So when she goes to shoot, no one can even come close.
This
to
is
blocking
not
her.
fair.
You know, she makes it look
These
like
are like kids.
15 years old, and she's been destroying Chinese basketball.
Throw it up
she
to her.
makes it look like she's playing on a kid's hoop. But not only that, she's over 2 feet taller than all of her opponents. So when she goes to shoot, no one can even come close to blocking her. And even if she misses, she'll get her own rebound until she makes it, which is exactly why she's been averaging 35 points per game, and even once dropped 62 points in her league's final.
She low-key should be dunking that bitch, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it's automatic with her ass under it. Yeah, automatic. You can't do nothing to that. You literally have... Oh my god. She toying with it.
That girl's a cheat code. And
Yeah.
so is this next player. Because Darnell Rogers, the smallest player in D1 history, is absolutely terrorizing
What
the
the
league.
fuck?
See, this dude is a 5'2".
Nigga looks like...
100
I don't know why he looked like
terrorizing
young Kai Cenat.
Darnell Rogers, the
when he was
smallest
running
player
this-
in D1 history, is
Like,
absolutely
I don't know why I saw that
terrorizing
in my
the
head.
league. See, this dude is a 5'2", 150
Jesus.
pound point guard, and normally a person that short.
He's kind of heavy for his weight, or for his height, though. Right? Yeah. 150? I would expect him to be like 130. 130, maybe 140. This nigga's 150 at 5'2". He's actually kind of stocky.
Hister is absolutely terrorizing the league.
Yeah, bro, what the fuck? He just like bodied that nigga.
Is absolutely
Hey!
terrorizing the league. See, this dude is a 5'2", 150 pound point guard, and normally a person that short would have a hard time competing. But Darnell was
Money.
different, cause in high school he figured out that being short could have some advantages. Being so low to the ground, it allowed him to make passes the defense couldn't reach. He's sneaky to get steals, and his dribbles were so low, no one could take the ball from him. So Darnell made his opponents look stupid, scoring multiple 40-point games, and leading his high school to back-to-back championships. So UMBC offered him their starting point guard spot, and not only did he lead the team in scoring, but he became the shortest player in D1 basketball.
Nigga, he's 1 inch smaller than Muggsy Bogues, the shortest NBA player. So, hey.
Ball history.
You're averaging 9.3 points per game, bud.
What the fuck? If you showed me like this camera footage right here, and you were like, "Oh, he's like a D1, D2 basketball player," I'd be like, "Oh, that nigga is 6'8", 6'9". Like he looks tall. Like you know what I mean? Like some people just look tall. Like he don't even look like he's short in the face. Maybe that's weird to say, but I swear some people look tall in the face. I don't know how to explain it.
The thing that we just saw there.
He don't look short.
Little man, you're 5'2", so when you see opponents
Damn, nigga, we know.
For the first time, how do they react when they see you?
When they lacing up with us, I mean, they got to guard me just like I got to guard them, so.
But now, we got to talk about the Michael Jordan of wheelchair basketball. See, when Patrick Anderson was a kid, he loved hockey, hanging out with his friends, and playing sports. But when he was just 9 years old, something horrifying happened.
When I was 9 years old, I was hit by a car, and I lost both my legs below the knee. And in losing my legs, I lost my independence, I lost sports, I lost hockey. It was a really hard time.
Patrick hit rock bottom. His dreams of ever playing any sports were ripped away. Or at least that's what he thought. Because just a year after the accident, Patrick was introduced to wheelchair basketball, and he immediately fell in love.
And I remember that day very vividly. I saw basketballs lying on the court and a little mini basketball hoop. So I leaned over in my wheelchair and I picked up a basketball and I put it on my lap. And I wheeled over the basket and I took a shot. So I grabbed the ball and I did a little loop. And I went in and hit another shot. I mean, that was it. I was hooked.
After 10 years of practicing and competing in local leagues,
wheelchair
Patrick
basketball.
got so good. One of the best wheelchair basketball schools in the world, the University of Illinois, gave him a wheelchair basketball scholarship, where he became a star. But after 4 years,
I didn't know they had
Patrick got his
schools
sights
for that
set on
shit.
something bigger, the Canadian national team. And in 2000, they offered him a starting spot on the team to compete in the Olympics. Patrick knew he wasn't going to waste the opportunity of a lifetime. So, over the next few years, he balled out, dropping crazy passes, hitting threes, and averaging a ridiculous 21 points a game. That is more points than Kobe, LeBron, or MJ averaged in any Olympics. And Patrick continued to dominate his entire career, winning gold medals in 2000, 2004, and 2012, and becoming the greatest wheelchair basketball player of all time. But look, we gotta talk about the player that has no hands and no
or legs.
This is Landis Sims, and because he was born without fully formed limbs, people told him that being an athlete was impossible. But Landis didn't listen. He wanted to play basketball, so he got prosthetic legs, learned to catch with no hands, and after years of practicing, figured out a way to shoot so well, he ended up making his high school
I just don't
basketball
understand
team, but
how
it was
niggas
obvious he was
like I don't understand how niggas can shoot with no fingers. Cause like you need the flick of the wrist or like the flick, like the little. I just don't get that shit.
wasn't going to make it to the NBA. So, Landis decided to play baseball, and he got so good, the San Diego Padres signed him to a one-day contract.
I'm excited to have you here with us. I know you have a special relationship with Joe Musgrove. You said you're a pretty good pitcher. We could use a little help with pitching. So we'd love to sign you into a contract here with the Padres. This is the same uniform player contract that Joe Musgrove signed, that all the players signed. So you're officially going to be a Major League Padres player. How does that sound?
What the fuck?
Awesome. Sign right here.
To sign a contract with the Padres, it really just means everything to me.
I don't watch baseball. Is that an actual baseball like
back in the league,
fucking team, bro?
But he's not the only one going pro, because Kevin Groh is the only player with Down syndrome that's signed to the NBA. See, Kevin has a disorder that causes developmental delays, but that didn't stop him from becoming a GOAT, because he spent years practicing on his own until he made it to his high school team. And eventually, Kevin even got the chance to play in a real game, where he shocked the world.
How? Wait, how?
This was the greatest game ever played by someone with Down syndrome.
He has
because he
Down,
dropped
yeah.
14 points, including 3 3-pointers.
Money.
And he even hit a buzzer beater.
They just not guarding that nigga though. Like, come on, bro.
This clip instantly went viral, and eventually it caught the eye of an NBA team. Because just a few days later, the 76ers reached out,
What the
asking
hell?
Kevin if he wanted to sign a 2-day contract. So, Kevin immediately jumped at the opportunity.
He joined the team pregame tonight. His custom jersey waiting for him in the locker. He stood side by
Ain't no
side with his
fucking
new
way.
teammates. Powerful moment as the team huddled around him. But this right here,
Nah,
this
he's
is what
him.
it's all about. It's much bigger than basketball.
The team has really embraced him yesterday at practice.
Yo,
Just
nah, he's
moments
him.
ago, Kevin Groh coming out with the entire Ben Salem high school basketball team.
And he's probably a better Sixer than Ben Simmons. But look,
Nigga reminds
if
me
I
of Sketch.
told you that some players are dominating with no legs. Yeah, this is Josiah Johnson, and he was born
Nigga
without
is
legs.
half a
So
person.
growing up, he was constantly told all the things he couldn't do. He couldn't play basketball,
Mm.
and he'll never make it on a basketball team. I mean, it was fair to be skeptical. How could someone with no legs possibly play in a sport that's all about using your legs?
Literally.
Well, at first, Josiah listened to all the haters. He
The
thought
wheelchair
he
shit.
wasn't
Why
good
didn't he
enough.
just go to the wheelchair basketball? Like, I don't understand. Like, this nigga was like, no, I want to, like, goddamn, nah, nigga.
Your legs. Well, at
Be
first,
with the Walkers.
Josiah listened to all the haters. He thought maybe he wasn't cut out to be on an able-bodied team, and he decided to play wheelchair basketball
Right.
instead. But after dominating in his local wheelchair league, it was obvious that Josiah was different. So he decided his only option was to play basketball like everyone else. Yeah, Josiah practiced moving around the court with his arms, shooting from the ground, and working on his ball handling. By the time he reached 8th grade, Josiah was ready to go out for his school's basketball team. And
You know the crazy thing about him, bro? I bet he don't even, like, eat crazy like that. It's just like, how can you lose weight when it's hard to exercise? Like, it's just hard for this nigga to exercise, or I wonder what he does to exercise.
everyone wrong.
Because there was this one dude who he was in the same situation like this nigga, but he wasn't a basketball player, he was a wrestler. If you know. He was a wrestler that looked just like him, but he was ripped. That nigga was ripped, so I don't know.
Still, Josiah knew making the team was a long shot. Fortunately, though, Josiah turned out to be pretty good at long shots. He made the team on his merits.
Yeah, Josiah didn't make the team because the coaches felt bad. He made it because he was actually talented. And with him being so low to the ground, opponents have called Josiah a nightmare on defense. Dude,
What?
Yeah, Josiah.
But like he made the team, like seriously made the team though. Like he was actually on the team. Like how do these niggas be making the teams, bro? That's what's making me mad. Like because they really be making actual official like sign the paper like actual teams, and it's like okay.
On his merits.
Yeah,
Niggas trying to dap him up knowing damn well he can't dap up. How he gonna dap you up? He gotta get over there, dumbass. Don't fucking just pat him on the shoulder.
Just felt bad. He made it
Yeah.
because he was actually talented. And with him being so low to the ground, opponents have called Josiah a nightmare on defense due to his ability to poke the ball away.
I feel bad for stepping on nigga feet
All his teammates
or
compared
hands accidentally.
him to Steph, because in his first game ever, he did this.
It was the end of the game. Seconds remaining. Josiah shoots from three. And again, his disability.
Right. Disability. I think I said it.
But Josiah's not the only player with no legs making a name for themselves.
Jesus.
Meet the
That nigga got tackled right there.
Josiah's not the only player with no legs making a name for themselves. Meet the hooper with no legs, who's better at basketball with no
Nigga, did he
legs
just?
making a name for
What was that shot
Meet the
though?
hooper with
Oh
no
no.
legs, who's better at basketball than you, JoJo Hayes.
Who's better at basketball than you? Like nigga, what? I'll bust him.
JoJo Hayes.
Bro, I'm not losing
See,
to him.
when JoJo was just a 1-year-old kid,
Oh, he got burnt.
almost didn't make it because he was diagnosed with meningitis, a disease that causes inflammation around the legs and works its way up the body. And it got so bad, doctors thought JoJo wouldn't survive, so they had no choice but to perform a last-second operation. and while they ended up saving his life,
Damn.
they had to take both of his legs in the process. But even though JoJo would never walk again, by the time he turned 5, he fell in love with basketball. And as he got older, he decided that since he still had his hands, he'd figure out a way to go out and hoop. So he practiced for hours, just shooting from all over the court, working on his technique. And when he was home, he practiced dribbling around the living room.
Whoa, dude. Oh. I was thinking like that shit would hurt, but the pants are on the court. So yeah, he don't feel none of that shit.
Working on his technique, and when he was home, he practiced dribbling.
Actually, that's smart. Actually, nigga, he's probably like slipping and sliding a little bit because those shorts. That shit kind of helped probably.
And it turns out, JoJo became a 3-point sniper.
Yo, what the
during halftime of a University of Illinois game, JoJo got the chance to play 5-on-5, and with over 10,000 people watching, something magical happened.
I hit a 3 during halftime at a college basketball game, and it went viral. I saw it on YouTube.
Get it, JoJo!
Woo!
The crowd roaring.
Of course he did.
I feel like Giannis or Steph Curry. Yes!
Okay, boy.
Bro's doing more with no legs than I am with 2. Now look, while both Josiah and JoJo grew up without legs, there's a basketball player who lost their legs at the age of 33.
No.
But did not let that stop him from playing basketball. See,
33
May 2nd,
is wild.
2021, AJ Davis was on top of the world. He was playing for the Columbus Condors, a minor league team in Ohio, and he'd been balling out, dropping 29 points in his last game, with hopes of going back overseas to play, or even catching the eye of an NBA scout. But just 3 days after his big game, AJ was heading home to drop his daughter off when he noticed a homeless man on the side of the road asking for food. So he pulled over and started digging through his groceries, trying to help the dude out, when out of nowhere, a car struck AJ from behind.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
On Hamilton Road, it's not me.
That's bullshit.
There's an accident and somebody, it looked like his legs are really broke.
A month later, AJ finally woke up in the hospital after being in a coma. Doctors immediately surrounded AJ's bed, where they gave him the worst news of his life. Despite doing everything they could, AJ's legs were so severely broken, doctors had no choice but to amputate both of them.
I want to carry that pain and anger, but then if I carry that, that'll be stopping my blessings or what he has planned for me. So I'm not going to hold that burden on me and stop what he has next for me. So I'll just continue to live my life. Yeah, I don't have to let my physical legs, but I'll get artificial legs to get me back rolling. So it's a process I have to go through, but I'll get through it.
But despite missing both of his legs, AJ had one thing on his mind, getting back on the court. And just 2 months after the accident, AJ made his return.
2 months?
Have not wavered. The positivity has not wavered. Having to be in a coma for what was over a month.
He's on the same team he was on before?
2 months after the accident, AJ made his return.
His spirits have not wavered. The positivity has not wavered. Having to be in a coma for what was over a month. And doctors, to save his life, ended up having to amputate both legs. But AJ Davis so glad to be here, and we are so glad he's here as well.
AJ went from losing his legs to being back on the court in just 2 months. But his story is bigger than basketball, because despite everything that happened to him, AJ holds no hate in his heart.
You can talk to her.
Can I see him play though?
There's no pain in my heart towards you. I don't hold anything against you. Like, yeah, the situation did change my life, but there's no grudge or anything that I'm holding or hate towards you.
Damn, that was the last one. That was a fire ass video. I wish I seen that nigga play with the fucking amputated legs though, with the shits or whatever. What the fuck? Why this nigga kind of look like this nigga in the short? Tell me I'm. Gotcha, bitch. These niggas look alike. Alright, bro. This is a good ass video, though. I ain't gonna lie. These basketball players, I'm probably losing to, like most of these niggas. Most of these niggas is beating me. Most of these niggas, I ain't gonna lie. But alright, yo. This is a good ass video. Let me know what y'all want to see, man. I'll check you on the next one.